Yo, what's up? It's Monda. And I just wanted to give y'all like some insight. This is a picture that I found from my Google Photos, and it is from October 22nd, 2024. But this is around the time when I started to like change my mindset and have different thoughts. So I just wanted to let y'all in. So it's titled Preaching and Informing. There's a difference between preaching and actually informing, like giving out information. And it's a quote from Robert Frost book. It says, "No tears in the writer, no tears." I just got a 10% warning. But no tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. This quote, it is saying that when a person takes a instrument, a pen, and writes words, right, they're adding emotional value to paper, and the perceived emotional value that's written on the paper is only an expression of the actual felt emotional feeling of the writer. You feel me? And this is something else under it. No one, wait, one has not identity when one is in the act of doing. Identity is in the act of recognition. You know who you are because you and others remember, recognize. You know who you are because you have been building a consistent identity since the day you came onto this planet. At first, our identities are just built based off our surroundings, like what we have to do to survive. Kids are naturally locked into survival mode, but that's why they are like naturally selfish, like, and it's just a part of being human. That's why people talk about what is that called? Prefrontal cortex development. It's like they say that our prefrontal cortex doesn't actually fully develop until we're 25. It's saying like basically you act with your subconscious mind because your human body is an animal. We are part of the animal kingdom. Sounds a bit weird to say. And we have a part of us that is non-physical, our soul. And our soul gets integrated within our body. You feel me? If you know, your pituitary gland or your third eye is what allows you to see into other dimensions. But identity is recognition. It's like I find identity in being inside of the body of Christ because the body of Christ is the only thing that I know exists. Because I told this story before, but I remember I was in my room. It's about 2:30 a.m. It was around the same time I wrote this down. I'm praying to God. I'm asking like, God, can you reveal yourself in a way that I can understand? And then out of nowhere, I hear, "Hey, I'm in here." I kid you not. And mind you, it's nothing but a dark corner next to me. So in my mind, it has to be a demon. I get up, I ran out of my room as fast as I could. I felt like it was a demon trying to trick me. But then it's like my senses slowly, like I slowly came to my senses and I realized that I got what I asked for and I was just scared. Like what most humans do when the angels reveal themselves to who they reveal themselves to? Jacob, I think. They said, "Be not afraid," because they know how they look. And that's why God said I'm in here, because it's kind of hard, to be honest, and I'm still coming to grips into terms with it. But because God is outside of space and time, he's gifting you time. The present is a gift because since he's outside of space and time, we're living in a memory. And the only thing that is real is the present because the future has not happened yet. So it's not real. And the past is already gone. So it's non-existent. It's just a factor that's in the now. Or like, yeah, it's not real. But also, at certain times, I have no race. I am me. Sometimes I feel discriminated against, but it does not make me angry. It merely associates me. How can any deny themselves the pleasure of my company? How can anyone deny themselves the pleasure of my company? Oh, I read that wrong. At certain times, I have no race. I am me. I feel discriminated against, but it does not make me angry. It merely astonishes me. How could anyone deny themselves the pleasure of my company? Dude, we are all God in the highest extent. If you can value the beauty of a flower, you will, what's a good way to explain it? If you can see how beautiful a flower is, would you want to pollinate flowers for the rest of your life? The bees are the ones that pollinate flowers, and humans are the ones that admire their beauty. Would you tear down every bee? Would you tear down every beehive because you got stung by a bee once while you were looking at a flower? Because I remember when I was a kid, I ain't gonna lie, I used to hold a grudge against bees because I got stung. Used to step on them. I ain't gonna lie, I probably only stepped on like 2, but I still did it. You know, and bees are super cool. Would you want to make an enemy out of bees just because one stung you for the rest of your life and then just have like a permanent beef? I don't know if that's a good way to branch that conversation over, but how could anyone deny themselves the pleasure of your company? Like, if you're just in the moment, and if the moment is just a memory inside of God, if you deny yourself the time inside of yourself, because we're all God, it's like, what are you doing if you're not taking the time out to do what you want to do? Because you are you. Why owe yourself anything? And sometimes it's freaking hard to move like that, because if you a normal human in this world, you probably want something that you think is unattainable or a dream life. And for you to live it, for you to live a dream life is something that seems like, like out of this world. Like, most people don't get to do it, but I think that this is a dream. Well, I know that this is a dream world, since God is the only existence. Everywhere is everything all at once, and everywhere is every. I'm not trying to try to explain it more than that, but yeah, it's like, if alternate realities are real and every single reality exists, there is a reality that's out there where good is bad and bad is good. You're telling me in this world you can't be whoever you want to be? Yeah, nah. It's a world where a cat is a president. You telling me that in this world you can't be who you want to be? Yeah, nah, I'm not buying. So, with that being said, I gotta lead by example. And that is also something that is not easy to do. But yeah, this video has almost got to 10 minutes. Shout out to Robert Frost. And this has been the difference between preaching and informing. Preaching is when you shove something down somebody's throat, and informing is when you justify the truth